actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we the settler. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight up in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah. What? Middle.
To throw is Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
More yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert. That's complete. It's Lon McConkey. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Nabi Matabike in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more on that one and another first down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
When you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second and a couple. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Sit up. Middle. Sit up.
Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Complete. Jefferson the target. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, sit on! Sit on! You! Hey!
Mitchell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Mitchell again. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown, Allen! Tyler Conklin, 38 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. First down, here's Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Jackson now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth.
180.
Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So first and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and 3. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Lion. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Third and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Open man, right side. That's McConkey. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Herbert throwing again. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Lad McConkey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The 45-yard line.
Hey, report.
Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ravens field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
17.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Lions, ready.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On the give, this is Harris. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mike Green, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Carmen, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The big man, Namdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Herbert back to the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, careful.
Now it's Herbert. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To the air again, Herbert. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, that forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Go.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Underneath here to Hill. A gain of a yard. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Still on his feet. Rashad Bateman. And down to the 27-yard line.
65 yards is the gain on the play. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Onward. No, we changed it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. His throw incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here comes 2nd down. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Caught, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Yo.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
No, we changed it.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we